Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. One game tonight, available in 195 different countries. Wherever you are, thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson's been great first year in the booth with you, partner, and we've seen a lot. Great individual performances, dominating teams, stunning upsets. It all wraps up on the big stage in New Orleans. What are you going to be watching for in this one?
I think such a big factor of this game, Mike, is who handles the changes that come along with playing in the Super Bowl. Every NFL team all year, they want routine. They want consistency. The coaches and players preach that. Well, everything on Super Bowl Sunday, it just feels different. Pre-game feels different. Halftime feels different. The teams that are able to weather those changes the best typically come out and start the fastest and are able to really put themselves in position to call themselves Super Bowl champs.
A champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing
They'll put Everett in motion here. Now a man who made the move inside the division, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
the initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pad.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Now the replacement for Joe Mixon, it's Zach Moss. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Burrow now. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To throw on second down is Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Man in motion is Smith. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Hurts. Now he'll run. He is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Chase Brown. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now this team's offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Now Burrow on the bootleg. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3. Burrow. Passing right Chase has it. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. They go play action for Burrow. This one taken in by Renfro. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Burrow. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Burrow. That one finds Chase. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second down, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to run it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here's Barkley. Whoa! And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I'll Tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. They'll start this on the ground with Moss. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the toss, they give it to Moss. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Burrow to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Hurts working in the pistol. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's to Cooper again. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A run with Barkley. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
4th down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they decided to do, and the defense was ready. They played assignment football, everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. Burrow here on second down. Taken in by Gesicki. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Quick throw, taken in. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. This one taken in by Renfro. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Burrow now. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 2. Burrow. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. To throw is Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And the Bengals have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Back to throw, Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, first and 10. A run with Moss to begin the drive. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet. They'll get him down for no gain. They'll try again here, second and 10. They go once more with Moss. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time. And it'll be second down. They'll run it out of the gun with Moss. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll run with Moss. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They go play action for Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Burrow. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, but under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts.